right. We should be going live
Right.
Right about now. Now we are live streaming on Facebook. Hey everyone, how's it going? Matt and Farah here. What are we doing,
What's
Matt?
We're launching our new fun and entertaining platform.
Yeah, so we're just gonna wait for people to pop on. Give me 1 second, and we're just gonna share this into a couple groups. So as people are popping on, say hello while you're here. Let us know that you're here. Send the loves and the hearts and the smiley faces, send all the things. And come chat with us and find out what we've been up to, what we're going to be up to, and all new and exciting.
What have we been up to?
What have we been up to? Well, I've been self-isolated with the ability to go out. You have been quarantined.
The dreaded Q word.
The dreaded Q word because of your recent travels to Florida.
Yeah, that's the price you get for going on vacation.
It totally is. And you know what, Ryan and I were talking about this the other day. We're lucky enough that our vacation hit like a week before everything kind of went nuts. So we didn't have to worry about all that stuff.
Sorry, I'm while we're talking, I'm trying to so for all you guys watching, we're trying to figure out how to get Zoom onto Facebook.
Well, we're on.
We're on. Hi, everyone.
We're on. We're just sharing.
And then how to no, I don't want to start a watch party.
Just click share. Anyways, well, Matt, you just need to click share, Matt.
Okay.
Okay. So you click the little arrow that goes this way.
For those of you that don't know, Farah does online social media coaching.
That I do.
But she obviously has not.
I help a couple times.
She has not
I help them once in a while. I help once in a while with the social things on the phones. Okay, so while Matt is figuring out how to share this video to his wall, I'm going to tell you what we're doing, what we've been up to. See, even your wife says, just share, Matt.
Jesus Christ.
He'll figure it out. Share. Did you find it? He found it.
Yeah.
Found it.
Share with friends.
There you go. So, Talk11. So what's been going on with Talk11? So all of this kind of happened, and Matt and I, after we got back from vacation and had a couple minutes to rest, we started talking about where do we go from here? What do we do right now? Because we were planning on a live event for end of May, beginning of June. We were thinking early June, end of May. But obviously that is probably not the best idea at this point in time. So we're not doing that. So we thought, what's next? Like, how do we evolve? How do we strategize? How do we become innovative in what we're doing and the steps that we're taking with Talk11? So we decided that people's stories and information and knowledge was still really important right now. And we wanted people to still be able to share their story and to talk about what's going on and to help and to give value to our community, because we really do feel like now, at time more than ever, there's so much information out there, but we like to get information in a way that's not based with a whole bunch of fear behind it. We like lighthearted, fun conversations with professionals. So that's what we're doing. So we're bringing our interview series that we were taping for our YouTube channel and for our podcast. We're bringing it live to you guys every week and twice a week, actually. And anytime we go live, other than tonight, we're going to have some professionals with us and people to lighten the mood as well. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm really excited to do this.
Yeah, and I think the key thing here is, like, we can all watch the bullshit on CNN if you so choose. So we want to kind of bring everyone information in an entertaining format. So as Farah mentioned, we'll probably have 2 guests per interview, and those professionals are going to range all over the map. At this point, we have, I think, four sessions already, 4 interviews already lined up next week. We have a professional mom and entrepreneur coming on with a comedian and radio producer. And Farah came up with the idea to do confessions of an isolated parent.
Self-isolated parent. Yeah, I'm excited.
So we're all going to share our darkest and deepest secrets about what we've been doing during our quarantine or isolation.
And you know what? It'll be fun. We'll get a different perspective from Vince, because Vince is not a parent.
That's right.
We'll see what it's like to be quarantined, to be self-isolated in your own little bubble, and what that feels like too. And it's really confessions of a self-isolated person, and how we feel, and how we're kind of going through the motions of the situation we're in, that we're so grateful for.
Yeah. And I think it's going to be fun hearing what you guys have to say, and if we're going to take all of your comments and run with them as well, because there's probably a lot of shit that people are doing that they wouldn't otherwise be doing or have the opportunity to be doing, and I think we can have a lot of fun with that. We have a social worker / psychotherapist coming on next week, and they're going to be on with one of our mortgage specialists. We have a exercise expert coming on with a nutrition specialist. We're going to have a nurse / respiratory therapist coming on with a school board trainer and teacher. So we're going to talk about all of the things, pertaining to mental health, how to deal with our kids, how to deal with our finances, what we can do about our mortgages, and what, there's a lot of talk out there about deferring mortgage payments and refinancing and mortgage rates and all the other stuff, which a lot of it is kind of smoke and mirrors to what's actually going on. So that'll be kind of fun, but as well, tying that together with a social worker / psychotherapist who can kind of say, okay, a lot of shit is going on. A lot of craziness is going on in the world. Here's how we can take this on, especially in light of all the financial hardships that a lot of people are going through. What can we do for self-care and for self-preservation to make sure that those stresses don't start creeping into our relationships, into how we are interacting with our kids and our families and all that other good stuff. Did I mention the dominatrix? No,
you forgot to mention Dana.
Yeah, so we have a dominatrix coming on, an ex-dominatrix who's now a wellness coach, and she will be coming on with our personal finance coach. So that will be a really fun conversation. What else?
There's us too, right? So
I guess so.
We come with a lot of baggage. No, I'm just joking. We don't.
What the hell are you talking about?
Good baggage. I don't know. I couldn't think of the right word at the right time. So we're going with baggage. This is our passion project. Talk11 is something that we decided to start because we wanted something to work on that made us feel really, really good. But aside from that, we both also do other things that make us feel good. Matt being a professional realtor, and me being a social media and personal branding coach and consultant, we thought we might as well give you guys some advice too, and some of our information that we have going on, and what we think is just essential for the community right now as a group, being together, where I don't really like to use the word socially distancing anymore, the term, because it breaks my heart, because we're still not socially distant. We can still connect with each other. We can still build community. We can still engage with each other, because we're fortunate enough to have social media right now to be able to do those things, in the internet and FaceTime and all that stuff.
Until the internet breaks.
Yeah, in this time of physical distance, the importance is remembering that we are still a community, that we are still in this together, that we still have stories to share, and that we can help each other get through these things step by step, whether it's growing business or figuring out, what to do with the market and your finances and your mental health and your cooking and your working out, and like
Yeah.
just giving yourself the time to give yourself the grace to just be in the moment and watch TV or binge on Netflix for a bit or eat the snacks or whatever it is. That is the purpose of these kitchen table talks, is to just let us be in this moment and talk about all the things that are going on with it and be able to help each other.
Yeah. And I think, fair to that point, like what I've noticed, I've been fairly quiet on social media, but I've been kind of surveying it. And the more of this social isolation quarantine going on, I'm seeing a lot of like divisions or like inter-friendship bickering about, one person says that it's really tough being at home with your kids, and then other people jumping on their back saying they're your kids, you should love spending time with them. And then one person saying, I started drinking at 1 o'clock in the afternoon because that's the only thing I have to do. And other people saying, get a hold of yourselves. What are you doing?
Yeah.
No, for me, I was drinking at 10:07, not 1 o'clock in the morning. But
awesome.
So I think like now more than ever, we need to kind of just take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Like there's no right, there's no wrong. This is uncharted territory. Let's just kind of like not stress each other out. We have enough of that in our lives. Let's just kind of create a space where we can laugh and joke. And if you want to drink wine, have some wine. If you want to have tea, have some tea.
If you want to have it all, have it all.
That's my motto in life. You want to, smoke a joint, whatever it is that at that moment you guys want to do, let's do it. And at the same time, let's bring you some content that's not CNN or Fox News or CNBC, because there's only so much of that is good for your soul, and that's about 30 seconds. So that's why we're here.
Yeah, and we want to be a part of the experience where when people think back, a few months from now of what this time was like, I don't want to remember all the articles that tell me, to leave my groceries outside and panic about bringing, the virus into my house, or I almost cried at the grocery store yesterday because it's surreal to see empty parking lots at like 6 o'clock on a Saturday, or what was yesterday? I almost said yesterday was Saturday. Today's Thursday.
No, that's a
Wednesday.
good. We should start off each episode with, good evening. Today is Thursday.
Just to remind people what day of the week it is. I was already bad at days of the week, and now it's all gone out the window.
I like it. That's how we're going to start. Good evening. Today is Thursday.
Today is Thursday, March 20. Shit, I don't know. 26th? 26th.
Today was a good day. I had a shower and put on big boy pants.
I put makeup on today.
Yeah, you look good.
Oh, I thank you, friend.
I did not put on makeup, and I lie. I didn't have a shower.
But that's what we were going to talk about, that, right? Yeah. The whole getting ready to be at home thing, right? Like because you said, when you came home from Florida, you were in sweats for how many days? 4?
Like four. Yeah, and I didn't shower for 4 days, and I know that's kind of gross, but
does it really matter at that point? No, exactly. No. And yesterday I put on jeans for the first time in I don't know how long. I was like, oh my gosh, this is what it feels like to not have stretchy clothing on. Mm-hmm. And it made me feel human again. And even, straightening my hair today and putting makeup on, I feel brand new.
Yeah.
So it's like doing those little things for yourself throughout the day as well that give you the joy, that, remind you of that piece of normalcy, even though we just need to adapt to this new normal that we've been given right now. And something that I've been talking to a lot of people about is adapting to this new normal. Like, yeah, it's weird. Yes, it's hard. Yeah, it's sad, but like, this is what we're in right now.
Yeah.
We have absolutely no control over it. It is what we've been given. So we might as well ride it out and try to have some fun while we're riding it out, and be there for your community and help them have fun, help them see light, help them laugh and, feel encouraged, which is what we're trying to do with this content, and even
Yeah.
personally and with clients that I consult with, like putting
So
out
that's
content.
a perfect segue. So tell people kind of what you do and how you're kind of guiding them through this craziness.
Yeah, so this craziness was almost like I've been telling people for a really long time that content is king. And content is what creates that separation between you getting the engagement on your social media and you not getting that engagement. And now more than ever, as a social media consultant and coach, it's about showing people the core values of social media and what it means to be a business owner and to project yourself as a business owner online. And it's about, providing people with that entertainment so they feel lighthearted and well taken care of. Giving them free, valuable content right now is incredible because they have the time to learn, they have the time to listen, they have the time to do the reading. So being there for them doing that, and then also bridging that gap and building community and how people feel connected right now is exactly what needs to be done. Is it a time to, push your sales and push your products and push your services? Probably not to the extent that we were, but with that being said, it's still okay to sell because you still need to make money.
Mm-hmm.
But it's about just
Understanding
and compassion and wrapping everything that you put out there in a big blanket of compassion, so that people know that you're there for them. And that's what I do for, that's the support that I'm there for, to help people and to help them understand how to navigate business online right now. And it's been fun to do, honestly. It's been fun to talk to people and force them into creating content that they've been putting off for so long. But I'm like, you got the time now. Get it
and that's
done.
the thing, like people no longer have the excuse they don't have time.
Right.
Although I use that excuse every day about why I haven't done any exercise. Regardless.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
You have as much time as you'll make, and now is a better time than any to kind of do those things, whether it's for business or for family, that you otherwise truly don't have time for. So
Yeah.
that's kind of cool.
Right. And just being mindful not to burn yourself out at the same time or have unrealistic expectations. I think for me, what's been working is like tackling one thing each day where I'm like, this is the thing I'm going to get done today. Whether it's cleaning one of the rooms in the house or doing something for my business or creating a piece of content or even having a Zoom call with someone, whatever it is, just making sure that I accomplish or my workout one thing a day.
How to figure out being around your spouse for the whole day versus
it's been great. Honestly, I said to him today, it's great having you around to help me make dinner.
That's what we're good for, is making dinner.
Yeah. And swatting away the kids while I'm trying to make dinner, and getting them out of the kitchen. But yeah, no, it's an interesting dynamic. We're adjusting though. We communicate very well. So it's like, I need to do this at this time. So if you could watch the kids, or I need to do this at this time and you watch. I just saw your wife said, hey.
I think she was saying hi to Sandra.
Oh, is she saying hi to Sandra? Oh, okay.
I think so. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Katie. What's up? What's up, guys?
But yeah, no, it's right. It's adapting to that new normal, which
I think we did coin in our Talk11. I'm going to shout out to Chuck Butler, one of our speakers of our second Talk11. That was kind of his catchphrase. And little did we know, 2 months later, we'd be using that phrase every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what else were we going to talk about?
Hi, Sandra. What else were we going to talk about? We were
a little bit on the real estate, not too much. I don't want to bore people.
Yeah.
So as Farah said, or as I said, also part of the reason we want to do this is to give you guys a little bit of entertainment, but also, information that you may find valuable. And again, I'm a real estate broker. in the GTA. Just doing some research today. All of my clients, whether that's commercial or residential, have kind of pumped the brakes and put everything on hold. That's understandable. No one knows what's happening. No one knows what's going to happen. No one knows where the markets are going to be at in the next 7 days, never mind 2 months from now. The only thing I can bring you is kind of statistics. And I'm not a robot, but I've written a few down and they're kind of interesting. Showings across the GTA since this time in February are actually only down 5%, which in and itself is kind of surprising. But then if you look at the number of showings that have been booked across the GTA in the last week, it's down 59%. So if you're trying to sell your house,
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, there are still buyers. The average time on the market for houses being listed is still 11 days, which is better than anywhere else in Canada. But I suspect we don't have the market data yet for March, but when it does become available, I suspect that it's going to be considerably slower, obviously, than it was this time last year. With that being said, the amount of houses that have sold in March, even though we're not yet through the end of it, are still up 2.8% over February, which is still pretty incredible, seeing as the majority of March, the coronavirus has been kind of in full swing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of, it's interesting to see that even in Toronto, things, but it may not slow things as much as you're assuming they will. If you are selling your house, speak to your agent. Obviously, open houses are no longer happening. They're trying to push people to do as much virtual showings and tours as possible. If you need to see a house, they have classified realtors as an essential service. That's arguable. But some of the stipulations that they put for that is if you've traveled outside of Canada the last 14 days, they recommend that you do not go to a showing. If you display any symptoms of the coronavirus, do not go to a showing. If you've been in contact with anybody that has been diagnosed or is presumed to have COVID-19, don't show up for the showing. While you're in someone else's home or building, do not use their washroom facilities and don't touch anything pretty much. Only essential family members are to go to any showing. So if at all possible, leave your kids at home, presuming there's someone there to watch them. What else is, and so I think that's pretty much it. And as I said, there's no open houses. I presume March into April, things are going to slow even more, as I said. If you're in a position where you're selling and you have to sell, keep going. Your place will sell, no doubt. If you're thinking of selling and you're like, shit, I was going to put it on in the spring market, now is the best time in the world to get all of those little projects done at home because no one can go anywhere.
Yeah.
Your husband or your wife, whoever is the handy person at home, all of those tasks and chores that are on the to-do list, guess what? There's no hiding from them. There's no sports. There's no work has essentially come to a halt for most people.
Yeah.
So whatever that list is of things that you need to do, you need to fix the deck, you need to fix a hole in the wall, you need to change that light fixture, you need to paint. I have a buddy that I saw posted online. He had his kids painting the whole house. Beautiful. What better way to keep the house occupied for 6 hours than to get them to paint? So there's that. If you're a buyer, now's probably a decent time to buy. I would recommend probably waiting 30 days to see where things go with mortgage rates and where things go with the market. But you know what? In the next 30 days, it may be a very good time because people might be in a position where they have to sell the property they're in. So if you're a buyer, as long as you're okay with virtual tours and limited access to properties, now might be an opportunity, right? So
yeah.
that's all I have to say about that. If you have any questions, contact me, email me, call me, whatever. But hopefully you guys found that useful, and maybe I'll check back in a month when we have some more data and kind of give everyone an update.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay, so was there anything else we were going to talk about?
I don't know. Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah. Or, oh, that's what we're going to say. If anyone has, so we have a couple weeks worth of people to interview coming up. But if anyone has a suggestion of someone they want to hear from, a topic they want to talk about, anything really, or someone that you can refer to us that is an expert in a certain area, someone that is just really smart and awesome and fun to talk to as
just
well.
Like us. Is it hot in here? Is it hot in here? Holy shit, it's hot in here.
Wine, it's getting
I think it's the wine. Cheers. I don't know if you're at home having a glass of wine.
Cheers to everyone. So yeah, let us know. Topic, conversation, idea.
Yep.
Anything that you guys want to talk about. These conversations are 100% open. They are 100% free flowing. No topic is really off the table. I have no discomfort and no shame talking about anything really, and I feel Matt is pretty similar in
I don't know what you're talking about.
Regard, like we'll talk about anything. We really don't give a shit. So let us know, and if you don't feel comfortable leaving it in the comments, by all means, either message one of us personally or send us a message on the Talk11 page. And if your suggestion is you, then let us know. Tell us what it is you want to talk about, and we'll schedule you in, and we'll get you in there. I think that's it.
Yeah, so join us. I think next
Tuesday.
Yeah, next Tuesday is our full real professional interview panel type thing, and we're gonna have a psychotherapist and a mortgage specialist on. Tuesday. No, that's right. Yeah, you're right.
Thursday. Tuesday is Lisa and Vince.
That's right.
Yeah, so Lisa in the city. Lisa is a realtor in the Vaughan area. She's also an influencer and a content creator. And then we have Vince.
And a mom.
And mom. And Vince is our resident comedian and radio host. So.
Yeah, and also Talk11 alumni from the first event in Barrie.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a great deal of fun, and as I mentioned, that's going to be the
Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday, but that's essentially confessions of an isolated individual.
Yes,
Person.
Yeah.
We don't like to be called individuals anymore.
Peoples?
That's not politically correct.
Oh, I think individuals is still politically correct. I feel like persons sounded better.
Peoples.
There you go.
So join us on Tuesday at 9:00. I'm going to have a bow tie on and make it look real fancy. I'm not going to have any pants on, but I'm going to have a bow tie on.
Oh man. And
sorry, God.
Yeah, and feel free to go follow us on Instagram.
Yep.
A good old follow on Instagram at talk11.ca. You can find us also on the YouTube, which the recordings of these will go on our YouTube channel so that you can watch them all over again.
Lucky you.
Lucky you. And we've got our podcast. So anywhere the podcasts are available, we just dropped 4 new episodes in the last few days. So go
that's what the kids are saying? That they dropped?
Yeah, they dropped. Just like how rappers drop beats, we drop podcasts.
Yeah, we drop, and I can't come up with nothing. That was appropriate anyway.
So go have a listen.
Yep.
While you're out on your nature walks, or you're escaping the garage from your children.
As long as it's 6 feet away from anybody else.
Yeah. Keep your distance. Keep your physical distance, people.
Space.
Stay safe. Stay happy. be grateful, and everything will work out. And we are here to keep you entertained while things go on. So we'll see you next Tuesday. Peace out, everyone. Have a good night.
All
Bye.
right.